Welcome back to another episode of Watch Me Mix. In the last episode, we finished this lead vocal plus its sort of doubles and backings, and now we're going to go into the big backings, which is all the oohs and ahs. So we'll start with this group of four. It should be pretty simple. They're just doing a couple little things here. And this is where I'm probably going to go a little insane with panning. We're going to start panning these out and listening to them against the rest of the track minus the vocal. We're going to treat these almost like instruments, like synths. So let's take a listen to these four. Cool. So what else is happening during that? Well, when you look at the rest of the track, we got the acoustic guitar, we got this little synth here. My point is not much. So we can go pretty big on these. We can pan them out. They're basically just supporting the lead vocal. So let's listen to them one by one, see what's happening. Okay, so that's that one and this one. Same pitches. Same pitches. Okay, so because of the same pitches, and there's four of them, I probably won't pan them. I'll probably keep them dead center on top of the lead now that I'm listening to them. You can see it's actually labeled here if I can read first. The backing Vox and then the backing Vox DT double take. So only two pitches. We could pan them against each other, but we'll probably hold that off to the big one over here. So let's just balance them against each other. I think this first one, and it's double. Yeah, this is sort of the main melody. Let's see what happens if we pan them just a little bit here. Let's go like 10 and 10. Yeah, that's fine. And what I'm going to do is slap a light compression on these. I don't think I'm even going to EQ them much, maybe some top end, but I'm going to slap a slight compressor on them. We're going to use the same two vocal and get like 4-ish dB of reduction. The only reason I'm going to do that is so that I don't have to play with the faders to get them the same volume relative to each other. So by putting a compressor on them and getting roughly the same amount of gain reduction, we're going to have a much more similar volume. Or loudness relative to each other. So let's get this one going. Just under 5. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, something like that. Let's output gain another 5. And that's simple. And we'll copy that compressor over to its double. And then we'll listen to them. I'm looking over here to see, are we about even left and right? The right is slightly louder. That's this one. Let's pull the compressor gain back 1 dB. Okay, that's good. Now, the reason I did all that is because now I can take these and I can turn them up or down together. The faders are the same amount and they will just be treated as the same level. Even though this one is slightly louder or this one is slightly louder, it doesn't matter. I fixed all that with this compressor by compressing and then pulling the compressor gain back. And then I can basically look at these faders and they can be the same and I'll know they will sound relatively the same. So again, it's all about setting yourself up for making simple changes going forward. That way I can just grab these faders and I can turn them up or down together and it's simple. All right, so now we have this one. Okay, so let's do the same thing here. Let's take this first compressor, copy it over. This is the one that has the output gain still at 5, so that'll be our baseline. Let's see what that looks like for reduction. I think that works. We can go a touch more reduction. That's fine. We'll copy that to its partner and we'll look at that one. A little bit more compression on that one, but let's listen to them together. Looking over here for balance. I haven't panned them yet, so let's do that. In fact, I'm going to put these guys, because they're slightly higher pitch, at, let's say 15. And I'll put the other ones at 10. Typically, higher pitch goes further wide, but you could break that rule. It's fine. Looking over here to see, are they the same loudness? Left one might be a touch louder. Let's turn the gain reduction on the right one down by half. I'm sorry, the output gain down by half. So let's go down a little bit more. Yeah, that's about right. We can go down another half and I'll be happy with that. Doesn't have to be perfect. This is just being finicky. It's a little better. Yeah. Okay. So now we take these these four, listen to them together. Cool. Let's listen to that against the lead vocal.
Heads underwater, we feel the chilly fear. Unpleasant surprises, we hide a host of them. Unpleasant surprises, we hide.
Okay, so no reverb or anything, so that's why it sounds dry and a little bit boring, but that's okay. I'm just looking at level. Can we hear it? Does it sound ridiculously quiet or loud? Does it sound natural? That's what I'm going for. Here's the whole band. I think yeah, here we go.
With our heads underwater, we feel the chilly fear. Unpleasant surprises, we hide a host of them.
I think that works. I'm going to go up 1 dB on all these guys, but I think that works really nice.
Unpleasant surprises, we hide a host of them.
All right. So it's going to be a very similar strategy for these guys. I might not finish it in this episode, but let's just jump in. I'm going to move kind of quickly. So I can see this one and it's double, this one and it's double, this one and it's double. So how many do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5. So let's play around with this. Top end, down 1, down again. Okay, and the bottom. Okay, so they're arranged in pitch high to low, which is nice. So let's start with these top two, and I'm just going to do something real basic on it and just sort of see how it sounds. We'll copy this compressor over that we've been using. This is the kind of stuff, in a way, it actually benefits you to work quickly because you don't want to listen to these solo too long. It'll just blow your ears out. Start forgetting what you're sounding like and what you're trying to actually do. So let's put these guys out wide. Let's put them at like 40, so super wide. Turn up the right one just a little bit. Beautiful. So on to the next one. So that process I just did on this first one, this first pair, I'm going to do that on each pair, each of the 5 pairs. Again, I'm going to move quickly. These are going to go to 30. Well, let's say 35. Looking over here for, are they about the same loudness? The right one is a touch louder. Let's pull the left one. Let's pull the right one down a little bit. Okay, next pair. Not overthinking it. Just moving quickly. Copy the compressor over. Not trying to make it sound perfect. Trying to make it sound organized. Copy this one over here. Together, they're going to be at 30. Going in by 5 each time. Are they the same level? Yeah, they are. The right one sounds a little bit louder at the very beginning, but that's okay. Roughly they're the same level. Next pair. Copy this compressor over. Yep. Copy this compressor over. Listen to them together. They're going to go to 25. Looking over here. Right one is maybe a touch louder. Let's pull it back by 1. And final pair. This sounds like it's at the bottom of her range, so she's struggling on these ones. Okay, copy over. This is going to go to 20. Okay, are we level? Right one's maybe a touch louder. Let's pull it back a little bit. Cool. So now what we've got is these are all balanced. I'm actually going to label them a different color just so I can see them better. I think I mentioned I might do that in a previous episode. Where do we do this again? Assign track color. Yep. So let's go to like a different color entirely just to make my life easy. So now I can see that nice and easy here. I can differentiate this group from this group over here. So starting with the low ones, we're just going to put them at an arbitrary level, let's say -5, and we're going to mix them in, then we'll mix the whole group in. So I don't want anybody to jump out. I just want it to blend. Cool. So now they're all relative to each other. So what you just saw is a really quick, easy technique to just get a whole bunch of vocal oohs that are all together in harmonies, just the same level. So you can sort of mix them almost like a little mini choir. And now I can do the whole group like this. Just select them all, and it's super simple. I can just turn the whole group up and down. So in the next episode, what we'll do is we'll mix these in with the rest of the vocals. We'll start adding some verb, and guess what? There's no more tracks. So we're getting close here. So I'll catch you in the next episode.